quadratic equations. This is the second module under this chapter, quadratic equations. In this module, we are going to discuss about the factorization method of solving quadratic equations. In the factorization method, we write the quadratic equation. Let us say quadratic equation is of the standard form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. We will write this equation as the product of two linear factors. So let us say x plus m into x plus n. These are the two linear factors equal to 0. Now the individual linear factors, that is x plus m and x plus n, we will equate to 0 and find out the value of x. So here x plus m equal to 0, x is equal to minus m, x plus n equal to 0, x is equal to minus n, and these are the two roots of the quadratic equation. How are we going to express the quadratic equation in terms of two linear factors? Let us discuss that with an example here. Let us take an example. X square minus 3x minus 10 equal to 0. Now here the coefficient of x square, we call it as a, equal to 1, b equal to minus 3, that is the coefficient of x, and the constant term c equal to minus 10. Find out the value of AC, that is the product of a and c. Here it is minus 10. Now the middle term is minus 3x. We have to split into two terms such that when you add you get minus 3x, and when you multiply you get minus 10, say x square. Now the factors of minus 10 are 1 into 10, 2 into 5. We cannot take 1 into 10 because if you add it won't be minus 3, but 2 into 5, yes. Now plus 2 into minus 5. So plus 2 into minus 5 is minus 10, plus 2 plus minus 5 is minus 3. So the two factors that what we need to take here are plus 2 and minus 5. Let us split the midterm here as plus 2x minus 5x minus 10 equal to 0. Take x out, x plus 2 minus 5, taking 5 out, this becomes x plus 2 equal to 0. X plus 2 is common, x plus 2 into x minus 5. So these are the two linear factors of quadratic equation x square minus 3x minus 10. Now equate these two factors to 0. X plus 2 equal to 0, therefore x equal to minus 2. X minus 5 equal to 0, therefore x equal to 5. These are the two roots of this quadratic equation x square minus 3x minus 10 equal to 0. The method is factorization. We are factorizing by splitting the middle term of the quadratic equation. Next exercise, root 2 x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 equal to 0. Here a equal to root 2, c equal to 5 root 2. if you multiply AC equal to 5 into root 2 into root 2 equal to 10. We have to find out two factors of 10. When you multiply, you will get 10, and when you add, you will get 7. Just like the previous example, this also 5 and 2, but here since all the terms are positive, here we have to take plus 5 and plus 2. Root 2x square plus, let me take 2x first, 2x plus 5x plus 5 root 2 equal to 0. We have split the midterm 7x as 2x plus 5x. Now take root 2x from these two terms out, root 2x. So what is remaining here is x, and here from 2 if you take root 2, you have root 2 remaining, plus take 5 out, so what is remaining is x plus root 2 equal to 0. X plus root 2 is common, take it out, what is remaining is root 2x plus 5, that is equal to 0. Equate the individual factors to 0. X plus root 2 equal to 0, therefore x equal to minus root 2. Root 2x plus 5 equal to 0, therefore root 2x equal to minus 5, therefore x equal to minus 5 divided by root 2. The two roots are x equal to minus root 2, x equal to minus 5 divided by root 2. Third exercise, 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8 equal to 0. We have a fraction here, 8 in the denominator. So the best way is multiply every term by 8 and remove this denominator. So when you multiply every term by 8, 2x into 8, 2x square into 8 is 16x square minus 8x plus 1 equal to 0. Now 16x square and here plus 1. So a equal to 16, c is equal to 1. So ac is equal to 16. Now ac is plus 16. So the product of a and c is plus. Now if you split this into two factors, here we can split as 4 into 4. If you multiply 4 into 4, it is plus 16, but when you add, you need to get minus 8. So the signs of these two terms, these two factors need to be minus. So minus 4 plus minus 4 is minus 8. Minus 4 into minus 4 is plus 16. 16x square minus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. Take 4x outside. So what is remaining here is 4x minus 1. Then here there is nothing to take out, say just 1. This becomes 4x minus 1. Since there is a bracket, this sign becomes minus equal to 0. 4x minus 1 is common, take it out. What is remaining is 4x. This is also 4x minus 1. 0. Equating individual terms to 0, 4x minus 1 equal to 0, 4x equal to 1, therefore x equal to 1 by 4. second step is also same. The roots are equal here. Next problem, x square plus 4x minus 1152 equal to 0. Now here AC equal to minus 1152. The middle term here, the coefficient of the middle term is plus 4. So we need to split into two factors here. When you multiply, it must be minus 1152. When you add, it must be plus 4. That means out of the two factors, one factor is negative, so that the product is negative, and one factor is positive, and the larger factor is positive, so the middle term here is positive due to that. But splitting 1152 into two factors so that the difference of those two factors as 4 is not simple. Let us use a prime factor method for solving this. Let us find out the prime factors of 1152. Now this is divided by 5, 7, 6. Again divided by 2, 2, 8, 8. Again divided by 2, 1, 4, 4. Divided by 2, 72. Divided by 2, 36. Divided by 2, 18. Divided by 2, 9. Divided by 3, 3. Now from these prime factors, you have to find out the two factors of this number minus 1152. Now let us take 3, 3, 2 and 2 up to here. These numbers. 2, 2, 3, 3. 3 into 3, 9, 18, 36. So when you multiply these factors, we get 36. Then we have here 2, 2, 2. So 5 2s. 5 2s if you multiply, you get 32. So one is 32, another is 36. If this is minus and if this is plus, you know 32 into 36 we arrived at from these factors. So surely the product is minus 1152. Now minus 32 plus 36 is plus 4. So these are the two factors. Now the middle term we are splitting like this, x square minus 32x plus 36x minus 1152. Take x out, x minus 32 plus take 36 out, x minus, we know 1152 is product of 32 and 36. So if you take 36 out, what is remaining is 32 equal to 0. Take x minus 32 out and what is remaining is x plus 36, that is equal to 0. Now individual linear factors you equate to 0. X minus 32 is 0, x equal to 32. X plus 36 equal to 0, therefore x equal to minus 36. These are the two roots of the quadratic equation x square plus 4x minus 1152. I would recommend you using this prime factorization method to find out the two factors of the product of A and C. Next problem. In a class test, the sum of Seema's marks in mathematics and English is 30. Had she got 2 marks more in mathematics and 3 marks less in English, the product of their marks would have been 210. Let us take x as marks in mathematics, M, and y as marks in English. The sum of Seema's marks in mathematics and English 30. That means x plus y equal to 30. Had she got 2 marks more in mathematics, 2 marks more in mathematics means x plus 2. And 3 marks less in English, that is y minus 3. The product of their marks, that is product of x plus 2 into y minus 3 equal to 210. We need to get rid of this y. Let us represent y in terms of x. Y equal to 30 minus x. Let us substitute value of y here. X plus 2 into y is 30 minus x. Minus x minus 3, that is equal to 210. X plus 2 into 27 minus x equal to 210. Let us multiply individual terms. So 27x minus x square plus 54 minus 2x equal to 210. 27x minus 2x, 25x minus x square. 54 I will take to the other side. Now let me bring 210 also this side. So 210 minus 210 plus 54. So this becomes 651 minus 156. So here minus 156 equal to 0. Let me multiply by minus 1 all terms. It becomes x square minus 25x plus 156 is equal to 0. Now let us use the factorization method to solve this quadratic equation. The product of A and C is 156. So AC is equal to 156, that is plus 156. And the middle term is minus 25x, coefficient is minus 25x, the coefficient is minus 25. The product is plus, but sum is minus, that means both the terms are minus. How to find out these two factors? Let us do the prime factorization here also. 156 divided by 2, that is 7, 8 divided by 2 is 39 divided by 3 is 13. We need to have minus 25. So 3 into 2, 6, 12. 12 and 13. 25, correct. So we will take this as one factor and product of these prime factors as another factor. So 156 can be written as minus 12 into minus 13. X square minus 12x minus 13x plus 156 equal to 0. X into x minus 12 minus 13 into x minus 12 equal to 0. Taking the common term x minus 12 out, x minus 13 is what is remaining, equal to 0. X minus 12 equal to 0, therefore x equal to 12. X minus 13 is equal to 0, therefore x is equal to 13. Now y equal to 30 minus x. So in this case y becomes 30 minus 12 equal to 18. In the second case y equal to 30 minus 13, that is equal to 17. That means in this case maths marks is either 12. When it is 12, English marks is 18, or maths marks is 13. If maths marks is 13, then English marks is 17. There are two sets of answers for this question. One more word problem. The difference of the squares of two numbers is 180. The square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Find these numbers. Now let the larger number be x. Then smaller number is y. Difference of squares of two numbers is 180. If x is larger number, then x square minus y square equal to 180. The square of the smaller number is y, square of the smaller number, y square equal to 8 times the larger number, 8x. Let us substitute that here in this. X square minus 8x minus 180 equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. We need to solve this. AC is 1 into minus 180, so it is minus 180. The middle term is minus, so one of the term is plus and other term is minus. Since middle term is minus, the larger term is minus, smaller term is plus. First let us find out the prime factors of 180. 180 divided by 2, 90 divided by 2, 45 divided by 3, 15 divided by 3, 5. 3, 2. This is 18. 3 into, let us combine these three prime factors. This will become 18. If you combine 2 and 5, that will become 10. So larger number need to be negative. So minus 18 and plus 10. If you multiply, minus 180. X square minus 18x plus 10x minus 180 equal to 0. Taking x out, x minus 18 plus 10, taking out 10, x minus 18 equal to 0. X minus 18 is common, take it out. What is remaining is x plus 10, that is equal to 0. X minus 18 equal to 0. Therefore x equal to 18. X plus 10 equal to 0. Therefore x equal to minus 10. Now let us take this value. X equal to 18. So y square equal to 8 into 18. This can be done as 4 into 36. Therefore y is equal to square root of 4 into 36 equal to 2 into 6 equal to 12. X equal to minus 10. Then y square equal to minus 10 into 8, that is minus 80. y square equal to minus 80. This is a negative number. You cannot take the square root of a negative number. So this value is not possible. Therefore, x equal to 18 and y equal to 12. These are the two numbers. This is the larger number and this is the smaller number. Find two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose squares is 365. If one positive integer is x, the other positive integer is x plus 1. Sum of whose squares, that is x square plus x plus 1 whole square equal to 365. X square plus 2x plus 1 equal to 365. 2x square plus 2x, 365 if we take to the left, that is minus 365 plus 1 minus 364 equal to 0. Dividing every term by 2, x square plus x minus 182 equal to 0. Value of AC equal to minus 182. Since it is minus 182, one factor is plus, one factor is minus. The middle term is plus 1x. Coefficient is plus 1. So larger factor is positive, smaller factor is negative. First, let us find out the prime factors of this one. 91 divided by, this is 7, this is 13. Oh, it's simple. So this is one factor and this is another factor. 2 into 7 is another factor. This is 14. Here 13. So this is negative and this is positive. X square minus 13x plus 14x minus 182 equal to 0. X taking out x minus 13 plus 14 into x minus 13 equal to 0. X minus 13 is common. What is remaining? X plus 14 equal to 0. Now x plus 13 equal to 0. Therefore x equal to minus 13. X plus 14 equal to 0. Therefore x equal to minus 14. This is minus, sorry, this is minus, so this is plus. X equal to plus 13, therefore the other number is x plus 1, that is equal to 14. If x equal to minus 14, now x plus 1, the other number is minus 13. So this quadratic equation has got two solutions. Whether these are natural numbers or integers, consider positive integers. So yes, there are two sets of solution. If it is a natural number, there is only one set, because natural number cannot be negative. Since the problem is mentioned that these are integers, then we have two sets of solution here. Last exercise under this module. A cottage industry produces a certain number of pottery articles in a day. It was observed on a particular day that the cost of production of each article in rupees was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on that day. If the total cost of production on that day was rupees 90, find the number of articles produced and the cost of each article. Now let us take X as number of articles produced. X in a day, number of articles produced in a day. It was observed on a particular day that the cost of production of each article in rupees, so cost of production of each article, that is equal to 3 more than twice the number of articles. Twice the number of articles is 2x, 3 more than that plus 3. So cost of production, this is not production of each article is so much, number of articles produced is x, therefore total cost is number of articles into cost of each article, that is number of articles is x, cost of each article is 2x plus 3, that is equal to 90. Let us simplify this one. 2x square plus 3x minus 90 equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. Now AC here, AC equal to minus 180. The middle term is plus 3x, coefficient is plus 3, AC is minus. So the two factors here are, one of them is plus, one of them is minus, and positive factor is larger because here this is positive. Let us find out the prime factors of this. Divide by 2, 90 divided by 2, 45 divided by 3, 15 divided by 3, 5. Let us take these two, 5 into 3 and these 3. So this will be 12, this will be 15. It has to be positive, so this is positive, this is negative. So now let us split the middle term. 2x square minus 12x plus 15x minus 90 equal to 0. Take 2x outside, 2x if you take outside, x minus 6 plus 15 if you take it out, x minus 6 here equal to 0. X minus 6 into 2x plus 15 equal to 0. X minus 6 equal to 0, therefore x equal to 6. X plus 15, 2x plus 15 equal to 0. 2x equal to 15 minus 15, therefore x equal to minus 15 divided by 2, and this we cannot consider because x is the number of articles, it cannot be negative. So x equal to 6 is the answer, that is the number of articles. So number of articles equal to 6. Cost of each article, that is equal to 2x plus 3. 2 into 6 plus 3 equal to 15. This is 15 rupees.